the races of the players. It looks to be Korean, so let's see how it goes.
We're rooting for red.
We're rooting for red?
Yes.
Okay, we're rooting for red. So we see identical builds spawning from both players right now. Like I said earlier, Protoss vs. Protoss can kind of be just 4-gate versus 4-gate. It's starting to change a little bit and have a little bit of different variation to the openings, which is kind of a good thing. Both players doing a 12-gate. It looks like Clorox is not building any additional probes, though. Oh, looks like his probe was late. Building a 13 gas. Let's see how it goes. Like I explained on this map, you got a small ramp right here, a very, very big inside base. The natural is very, very easy to defend. It's got some very easily cut off points on the far left-hand side. And the ramp in front is very, very small. Some shrubs lead into the third base, which is blocked by rocks in the back. I hope you guys can see this. Looks like you can. There's some gold minerals that are blocked by destructible rocks, but there's also a natural expansion closer to the main base, but it's very, very wide open. Now, a cybernetics core for both players. It looks like Snalg's kind of in the lead, but it's hard to definitively say what's going on. Clorox decided to, well, no, both players are Clorox is getting his Zealot. It looks like Snalg is deciding to skip it and instead getting a second Assimilator. So that would tell me he's going more towards a tech-oriented build, or something with more gas. So that gets done, and we see a Stalker and Warp Gate immediately researched with the Stalker Chrono boosted. Back in Clorox's base, we see the Stalker begun, but only Chrono Boost on the Cybernetics core. Probe deciding to be chased by the Zealot. Come back here! Now I'm interested, the main difference is Snalg is definitely with that second gas, so Chrono boosting out the second Stalker. It's very interesting to see what his edge is going to be. With that gas, he's going to need to utilize that edge in order to be successful with it. Clorox's edge is that he's got minerals, so he should be able to build a little bit more units. So from Clorox, we see 4 gates. From Snalg, we see it looks to be a 3 Stalker. I wouldn't say rush, but it looks like Snalg getting a Twilight Citadel. And he should be adding more additional gateways as we get farther along into the game. But it looks like Snalg is going to go for a Blink Stalker play. Clorox is coming up the far right side. Both of these guys passing like 2 ships in the night without having any idea of what the other person is seeing. Now the thing is that Clorox is getting set up for a 4-gate. And without anything at home, Snalg's going to be in a lot of trouble. The thing is that you need to be very active with these guys, especially with the 3 Stalkers. This is a build that I think Artosis decided to make popular. The thing is that you need to be active with them, but you need to be able to be responsive with them as well. So lots of stuff being warped in at home. We've got 5 Zealots and a Stalker, and all that's there is the Sentry. So this game is going to come down whether the Sentry can hold the ramp or not. And he was not successful in holding the ramp. The Stalkers at home are taking out the probes one at a time. But we see stuff at home. We see Blink being chrono boosted. And probes are being pulled off the line, actually mining through. Or clicking one of the mineral patches that are through. So we're down to a base race situation, ladies and gentlemen. The probes down here are doing some long distance mining. And Snalg does have a little bit of money to be able to warp in some things, but he's got 1 Stalker actually being queued up. He's actually going to walk into that. Actually is able to clean it up and pull home. He's actually shooting some stuff down here. He's actually pulling some Stalkers home. Blink's about to kick in. It's literally about 15 seconds from being done. And Clorox takes everything that's available to him. He brings the probes that are back in his base. He's got 5 left here. He doesn't have money to build anything, but the probes are there for moral support. Now the blue Snalg's Stalkers do have Blink, and he's actually got 1 less Stalker than Clorox and a Zealot. The thing is that he's going to need to utilize Blink in order to be able to take that out. Blink's far away, which is not what you want to do with Blink. You want to use that to either fully retreat or blink back 1 Stalker at a time in order to be able to defend yourself. So now we have 4 to 6, and he's blinking back 1 at a time, which is good. We're down to 4 against 5. Snalg's Stalkers, though, has hold damage, so let's see what's going on here. Snalg has 2 probes and 1 more probe mining, and Clorox has these 5 Stalkers. So Snalg actually evened it out. They're actually 4 Stalkers on 4 Stalkers, but Snalg Stalkers actually have a little bit of hold damage, so they're actually lining up, blinking completely away, doing some hold damage on Clorox, but Snalg Stalkers are taking additional damage that they probably shouldn't be. So now it's a game of chicken. Clorox has 1 probe and is building it right now on 4 Stalkers, and Snalg has 3 Stalkers and a gaggle of probes back in his base. Chase him! Chase him! This game is silly. So these 3 Stalkers are literally running from their lives for these 4 Stalkers, and they've all got orange hold damage, and they're still recharging shields. Clark's deciding the damage that he can. Blink's fort has the probes chase in. He's actually shooting the Stalkers down, actually doing some hold damage against it. He needs to blink back. He needs to blink out of there right now. He had enough money for 1 more Stalker. He warped it in, so it's 3 against 4. He wasn't able to do anything with it. We've got 3 Stalkers against 3 Stalkers. The original probe went down. This is going down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Blinking it back. Taking it out. There's 2 Stalkers on 2 Stalkers. I don't know what's going on. Focus firing that down. He needs to blink that back. He needs to blink that one back too. Blink it back, blink it back, blink it back. Blink it back. No! No! Clorox, by the skin of his teeth, wins that game. Wow. Fun stuff right there. I'm surprised. Clorox is a very traditional 4-gate. Snalg's micro just wasn't up to snuff. This was unfortunate.
You sound like cat's pajamas, apparently.
I sound like cat's pajamas? I don't know. I don't know.
Is that a compliment?
I don't know.
He has a nice sounding voice.
I think he's okay. I think he's okay. You change that, fix that for you. I look like cat's pajamas. I'm sorry.